A picture worth 1,000 words, but this photo can be summed up with one, and that is embarrassing. Probably be two, really embarrassing. Mikhail and Tariq Salahi crashed the White House State Dinner on Tuesday, rubbing elbows with the president. You see him right there, the vice president, and several other VIPs. Now, the Secret Service has released a statement saying it is, quote, deeply concerned and embarrassed by the circumstances. So Scott Alswain is a former Secret Service agent with 20 years experience protecting 4 presidents. He joins us live from New York. I'm just grabbing something off the printer here. Sorry, out of the frame there for a second. So good to have you here. So 20 years experience. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Sir. Yes, during the first Bush administration, there were people that tagged along on a group that was allowed into an event, and they were, I think, the early goings-on of social engineering. It was just kind of a game at that time to see if they could actually bypass our security and get in. And now in this reality TV era, I think that what these people pulled off is probably the gold medal of reality TV.
So you said, was it during the first President Bush or second President Bush?
The first President Bush.
First President Bush.
I believe it happened 2 times by the same individual.
Okay. So if it happened then, years ago, then what's the Secret Service not doing to keep it from happening?
Well, I think, first of all, that the Secret Service, post 9/11 and during my entire career, a tremendous esprit de corps, a tremendous sense of trust and confidence by the agents and the officers that are employed by the Secret Service. I think that the job gets tougher not by the day or by the week, but by the hour. The more travel, the more visits, whether they're domestic or international, whether it's our protectees like the president or vice president, or
you're saying the Secret Service is overworked?
I said that the workload increases daily and hourly, yes. But the challenges are met, and agents are taught and instructed how to look at human emotions to make decisions on whether someone's emotionally disturbed or might be a threat against the president. I think in this case, obviously, the director admitted there was a mistake, so we have taken blame. Someone did drop the ball, whether it was an agent, a staffer, a uniformed division officer at the checkpoint. Once the person got through the magnetometer, I think it was the White House's decision, because they were announced into the room, to be put on the guest list. But there's a number of different security measures that are in place to make sure, even though they were face up with the vice president and had pictures with the president, that their lives were never in danger.
Okay, so usually when you go to events and the president and the first lady are there, and I haven't gone to many, but I have gone to some, and you are either locked in, they do a sweep, right? And then you're locked in, and then they wait for the president and the first lady to get in, and then you can move around again, but not far, right? So does that happen when an event is at the White House, where these people locked inside of that tent until the first lady and the president came in, or did they hang out and wait for them to come in? Do we know?
Well, this was the first state dinner at the White House. They were in the tent. I would generally, from my experience, believe that everybody went through all the protocol. Obviously, they were not on the list, so somebody did drop the ball, but that everybody in that tent stayed in that tent, and there were plenty of agents and different security procedures in place, made sure that everything was safe for the entrance of the president and the foreign dignitary, the head of state that was there.
And Mr. Alswain, I would imagine that protocol is going to change. There's going to be some changes made, right?
There will be changes. There will be procedures enacted to double check, triple check, and make sure that this embarrassment doesn't happen again.
Yeah. What do you think will happen do you think someone's going to get fired from the Secret Service?
I would hope that no one. I would think that probably a reprimand would be in order if, in fact, someone admits or it's found that that procedure obviously was not followed. I'd hate to see anybody get fired over this incident, just because of the dedication of duty of all of our employees, and for the many incidents that obviously no one likes a problem, an incident. But for the number of trips around the world that the Secret Service has done foreign and domestic advances for, and the protection that President Obama had even while he was a candidate, the longest amount of protection in history, I think that our agency does a tremendous job.
Just real quickly, can they be prosecuted for posing a threat or a security threat at all?
Well, absolutely. They lied to a federal agent, if that's the case. Yeah. They trespassed at the White House, but I don't think that's the big picture here. I think the big picture is that the president safety and the protection of the people under our purview is paramount.
I want you to take a look. Can you see? You can see our air here. Can you see yourself and me here?
No, I can't.
Okay. The president, and I'll show the video as we're talking about this. This is a post-Thanksgiving basketball game, Mr. Allswing. It was on tap for the First Family today. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Of course, President Obama is a big basketball fan, but the big attraction today was the First Lady's brother, Craig Robinson, right? He coaches Oregon State, which was playing George Washington in the nation's capital today. You can see the first daughters there. Sasha Malia also went along, as well as President's mother-in-law. Robinson's Oregon State team won the game, by the way, 64-57. What kind of precautions here?
Well, the degrees of protection are outer, middle, and inner perimeter. And so there's a number of different types of protection that are enacted. And the core around the president for 360 degrees is well covered, and there's evacuation plans in place, there's emergency procedures in place, there are different layers of law enforcement in place to make sure that the president and his family are safe. So it's just another day in the life of an agent, and another day of keeping vigilant tabs on the president and his movements, and just ensuring his safety.
Former Secret Service agent Scott Allswing, thank you very much. We know no one is perfect, no agency is perfect, but that's a big task, keeping the president safe. So let's hope they get it right, and it doesn't happen again. Hey, we appreciate your expertise, okay?
My pleasure. Thank you.